Hi guys, I just thought I would quickly do an online video tutorial. I'm going to send the link on Edmodo, and I'd really appreciate it if you could post some feedback about whether you found this online tutorial helpful. So the first one I'm going to do today is getting familiar with Storypark, because this is an awesome learning platform that we need to make sure that we're communicating with parents, and it's a great way to show evidence to the department of your program, and also a really wonderful way of communicating the learning that's occurring in your room. So I'm just going to flip this over here so you can see Storypark. So this is when you log in. This is the page that you come up with. So there's just a toolbar up the top here. So there's create story, conversation, an invite, menu. Also, just having a look at the interface of Storypark here. I'm logged in. There's my beautiful face. And you can create a conversation, a community post, and a child note, and you can also make sure you add any of those links that you would like to post. So when you're becoming familiar with this as an educator, you will see once you post and publish something, it pops straight up onto this wall, sort of like open space when you're using the community posts and formative assessments. You can post things straight away, and very similar to good old Facebook. So here you can see some learning stories. Here Julie has posted a community post to the parents just so that they know of an upcoming event. So here's a quick little actually, what I will do is I'm just going to go into the menu here. So in this toolbar, it shows you here whether you can create a draft story. So this is a really great feature. You can go back into this later on, open it, create a story. You might get really sidetracked with something that's going on with the kids in your room, and you can go back and finish that later. So we'll go into a draft story. You could also go back into this toolbar here, and that's where you create a story, a new story. But this draft story is, here's a story that I started and I didn't finish. Here's some other ones that I haven't yet published. So what we might do is, I'll just quickly show you how to create a story from scratch. So here you select a learning tag. So here we're learning about different curriculums. So this is the Queensland Kindy Guidelines, and you can actually click this here, and you can go up and you can find the early years learning framework as well. So it's got both curriculum documents in this space, which is just awesome. And what I love about it is it's also got the developmental milestones. It's got the national quality standards. So it's got basically all of the documents that we really need to make sure that we're documenting. So here's all of the outcomes, and you can just click the learning. So say they're in your story that you're about to publish, you've noticed that a child's been using a lot of language. You go down to outcome 5 and just go and click on the right outcome. You need to also make sure in this red toolbar that you click on this, and you make sure that you click which child you're making this story about. Also, you then click into go back into create a story. You then just basically click on title, create your title here, and you can change the font, and then you basically create your story through the text. Then you can upload images and videos, and make sure you can save it and exit, and you can then publish it. So what's the amazing thing about this resource is when I click on, say, Angus, what will happen is this published item, once it's published, I mean, it will be sent directly to Angus's mum. So mum's at work and she's on her computer. Straight away, she'll get the link that the educator has posted a new video or a learning story about Angus. So while she's at work, she's feeling connected to Angus, which is a really wonderful tool. And it's also making sure that we're transparent and we're showing parents what we're actually doing every day. So you can also, as I was saying before, create conversations with other educators, which is really great because, you know, a lot of the time you get very busy, and it's sometimes very difficult to have a conversation. So there's some conversations that educators are having with other parents. What I also like is, we might just go to latest activity. So latest activity is just basically everything that's being posted to the wall as it updates regularly, as educators add. So here you can do a community post, and so I can select who it's applicable to. Is it applicable to everyone at Good Start? Is it a reflection? Is it something just to do with kindy or the top playground? And the conversation tool is just communicating purely with educators. So, for instance, let's type in Mark. There you are, Mark. So I can have a conversation with you, which you'll see, and I'll upload some things and conversations that I can speak directly to you on this platform. So have a play around with it. It does take a little bit of time to get familiar, but it's a really easy resource to use. So what I really appreciate, if you could have a bit of a go at interacting with this type of platform, and can you also just post some feedback as well on how you found this video, and if it was helpful, or if you have anything else that you would like a tutorial about. Okay, thank you.